All right, I got my first two interviewees coming up right now. I know one of them very well, and she's going to tell you her name. Right now, we're in front of the MSOA booth.
Hi, my name is Lauren Wilder.
Hold it. Your name sounds familiar. I know your dad. Who's he?
Mike Wilder.
The driver.
Yeah, and my mom's Heather Wilder, and she is the boss for the MSOA.
The PR director, right? Well, thanks for being on our show here with Pittsburgh Sportsline. We're happy to be out here on Kentucky Derby Day. Who's your friend here? I've never met her.
This is Brooke Bell.
Brooke?
Yep, that's my name.
Okay, you could say it too.
My name's Brooke Bell.
We try to always make sure we're talking to the right people because I've talked to horses, I've talked to other people. Some don't tell you their names at the track. And you've been at the track your whole life, right? Who's your grandparents?
Well, my grandpa is Dan Altmeyer, and my grandma is Ruth Altmeyer.
And I know them very well. They've been in the horse business and they're legends.
Oh, yes.
And you must be going right into those footsteps. I think I heard you sing the national anthem last year.
Yes, I did. I sang it on Adios Day.
That was our first show out here. So thanks for returning. This is our first show of 2016. We're honored to have you on here. I don't see you singing the national anthem. What happened?
Well, I'm not singing it today, but you'll see me.
I can't wait because we got more things to do with you. And what are you doing here today?
Today I'm just helping my mom for the MSOA since it's Derby Day, and just doing some jog cart rides and stuff.
Hold it, jog cart rides?
Yeah.
I've heard you've jogged a horse or two.
Oh, yes, and trained them.
Are you serious? I've never trained a horse. Tell them what training a horse is.
Training a horse is where you're actually in, like, the driver's bike.
And you're not going around the opposite way. You're going like you're in a race.
Yeah, you're going really fast like you're in a race.
Now, Smokin' Jim, you know Smokin' Jim there.
Oh, yeah.
He was in that race that we had for celebrities. He won the race. He didn't know whether he's training a horse, jogging a horse, but he didn't breathe. Do you breathe when you're out in the track?
It's hard to, but I manage it.
Okay, you're an honest woman. Thank you. Brooke, and what are you doing here today?
I'm just here helping with the MSOA booth.
Good. And what kind of things are they doing? Can you tell me what you helped with already?
Yeah, I helped with the jog cart races and the paddock tours.
And are you in a horse family?
No.
Okay, so you come out because you're friends.
Yeah.
That's very
I
nice.
like to help out Lauren and her mom a lot.
Well, they're good people, and, we're good friends with them. And anything else you want to say? Like, I heard Mother's Day's coming up.
Oh, yes, happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Brooke?
Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Dana Bell.
Thank you very much. And we're going to go find some more people, and we're going to watch the activities here that these ladies are helping with.
Yep.
Happy Kentucky Derby Day at the Meadows Racetrack and Casino.
Said that's over, Dawn. Thank you, ladies.
You got Stormont Oh My.
Stormont, oh my.
Is that your horse?
Yeah, she's my
Tell me your name before you explain that.
Kylie. My name's Kylie Campbell. She is a retired racehorse. She's 12 years old now.
A trotter or pacer?
She's a trotter.
Okay.
She raced mostly up in Canada and Buffalo. She's Canada bred.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
How long have you owned her?
I actually just got her a couple months ago now. She's retired and rescued, so she's
That's even better. I'm all for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so she's a riding horse now, and
she likes carrots?
Oh, she loves carrots. Dandelions, too. Those are her favorite.
You know, can she come to Bethel Park and go to my yard?
She probably could. I live pretty close to Bethel Park. Yeah.
Will you bring her anytime?
Okay.
I'm right in the middle of Bethel, and we do this show. Thanks for being on Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Yeah, no problem. Thank
Heather
you.
Wilder with the MSOA asked if we would come out. Our first show was last year on Adios Day. Now we're on Kentucky Derby Day.
There you
And we got a
go.
beautiful young fan here. Look at that. She's just beautiful with her dad. Her mother's trying to guide her on how to look cute on the camera. And Stormont seems to be very friendly.
She is. She's a very friendly horse.
Do you want to say anything?
She's like, where's the carrots?
She's rather quiet. Do you have a barn in the area? Do you race horses?
Well,
Your family?
my boyfriend works for the Romanettis.
Okay.
They're trainers over there, and I used to work for one of the veterinarians at the racetrack, so that's how I got into the racehorse world. And
Tell them your name again.
Kylie.
Kylie, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you, too.
Thank you. And this will be on BPTV in about a week. We'll
Okay.
show our special edition of the Kentucky Derby
Sounds
Day
good. I'll be watching.
with your superstar.
Yep.
I feel like showing anything right now.
One of our best friends, she already took a photo with Smoking Jim Frazier because I couldn't find him even though I was here 15 minutes talking to you.
This is true.
Tell them your name, friend.
Sue Valdesera, and I'm from Brentwood.
I understand, and I like your Kentucky Derby Day hat.
Thank you. Matching outfit today.
It does. Look at her. It looks beautiful.
Right before Memorial Day, but who cares?
We're rule breakers here.
right.
Come on, don't even worry about that.
That's right.
Now, you're here most of the time, but how about this Kentucky Derby Day specials they have? And you got 14 races today.
They got a nice race card, 14, a couple big ones. We just had one for $53,000.
And that's the purse they win, let alone what you can bet and win.
Exactly. And then they're having a band later, a hat contest, and also the Kentucky Derby will be on the big screen for everybody to watch.
I know, I usually come out and watch it. We're honored to be doing our show today with horse owners like yourself.
Thank you.
Tell us about that little baby you have, the horse, the little filly.
Yes, Precious Susie, who we own, had a little filly 3 weeks yesterday. We were still on the fence about a name, but I think we're going to go with Precious Little Susie.
Precious little Susie.
Yes, yes. We're
Well,
thrilled.
that's apropos for you.
Yes, I'm
Because
sure.
I know I'm trying to get down to the interview, but you're doing very well. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate it. Good luck today.
Thank you. Have a nice day. We've got a beautiful day. Come out to the Meadows.
It is. They should come out now. But
I
this
know.
will be broadcast next week.
later, right. I
So
always forget that.
that's okay. This is like a live show.
Yes, it is. In our minds, it is.
Always.
Yes.
And you'll see this next week on BPTV and on my Pittsburgh Sportsline Facebook. You know that.
Yes, we always tune in and check in and see what's happening around the sports world with our buddies here smoking, Jim Frazier and Alan Levine.
Thank you very
Have
much.
a great day, everybody.
Another one of our friends from the track. We met last year. Been out with them a few times. Always talking horses. Tell them your name.
My name's Phil Dott.
Thank you, Phil. And you're a horse owner, aren't you?
I am.
Racehorses?
Yeah, racehorses.
Tell me their names.
Hardshoe Hannah, Jeffrey Hardshark. I have a baby that was just born named Clavius, and my mare is going to be bred next week to Western Terror.
Boy, that's great. What do you prefer, pacers or trotters?
I don't know anything about trotters, so I stick with the pacers.
You're sort of like me. I know trotters, but I don't have luck with them.
Right, exactly.
But this shows what you can do. He come out here. He's been coming out here for years. Loves the atmosphere. Look at today, Kentucky Derby Day.
It's beautiful. And I'll tell you, I came back here when I was 18 years old. It was back in the 70s. And the first race I heard Roger used to do, I was hooked right there and then.
And that's the legend, the voice of the Meadows. He's just
He's
awesome.
the best. He's the best, no doubt about it.
Well, thanks for doing this interview. Any tips for today?
No, not really. I'm not doing so good today.
Okay, then we'll just shut up. I appreciate that. Phil,
Nice talking
Thank you.
to you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
What a beautiful day. Tell them your name, Tasha.
Hi, Al. My name is Tasha McCormick, and I work at the Meadows Racetrack and Casino.
And it's great to run into you today. We have to do some business on a folder or a poster or something, so we'll take care of that later.
Great.
But this is like an awesome day. How did you order the weather? Tell me.
You know, I said a lot of prayers, crossed my fingers, and did a rain dance, so we're good to go.
And there's 14 races today. Harness horse racing is live and well.
Absolutely. We have 14 races here at the Meadows Racing. Everyone's excited. It's Kentucky Derby Day, 142nd Kentucky Derby Day.
Awesome. You got stats and information. You're on fire here.
On fire. That's because I'm standing next to you.
Whoa. Thank you. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine still, but we're going to talk some racing there. You brought up the Kentucky Derby and how many years they've been doing it. The Triple Crown was won last year. I'm not going to ask you about that. I just want to know, you're involved with horses here.
Yes, we are.
What do you know about the thoroughbreds in the Kentucky Derby? Do you have any information for us?
Well, the inside information right now is that Nyquist, he's the one who's the favorite right now. That Exaggerator was right behind him.
Yes.
But Nyquist, actually, he's trying to be the 8th Kentucky Derby winner coming into the Derby undefeated. So we'll see how he does. Otherwise, I'm going to go with the long shot Brody's Cause.
Really? Why?
Number 19 is my mom's birthday, plus my dog's name's Brody.
Well, happy birthday to you on that with good karma from Pittsburgh Sportsline. We got to talk some harness horse racing because that's why we're out. We just saw the SummerSlam stable race their horse again, Handsome Prince. We won't talk too much about it.
Okay.
We did see the race.
Yeah, it was a great race. They did well. We have stakes races today. We have 3.
Tell them about this, what kind of stakes they are.
We have the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes races. We also have our 3-year-old filly trot racing. So
Those are always exciting.
absolutely. Big money, always exciting.
What kind of purses? Do you know? I heard one was $53,000. Are they around in that neighborhood?
I believe they are.
Okay.
Maybe 30,000, some are 53. I think it depends on which race it is and the horses in the race.
Sure.
I apologize. I don't know exactly.
Well, I told you I wouldn't ask you too many questions. I slipped that one in there
That's okay.
accidentally.
Is it okay? I think it's okay.
And you do a great job marketing and doing, getting the people out here. We're impressed by, this is early.
This is early. For Kentucky Derby Day, we have a great crowd of people out here watching our live racing. That's what it's all about. We have hat contests later on today. 3 different rounds. Our final contest is at 5 o'clock.
What do they win?
$100 for first, $50 for second, $25 for third.
For just a hat that's
For
nice.
just a beautiful hat that a lot of these women put their own time and effort into their hats as well.
I see a
so.
couple going by right now.
Exactly.
Heather Wilder, who invited us to come out and do the show, she's wearing a hat that somebody created for her, a black and gold hat.
I haven't seen her yet today. I can't wait.
She is so busy. We need to see her because we want to head to the paddock.
There you go. The paddock's the place to be, to see all the horses up close and personable and meet all the players with it as far as our drivers and trainers and owners. So.
And they're from all over the country and even outside the country, which is great, right?
Absolutely.
Tasha, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I saw Heather Wilder earlier because I wanted to thank her on air. Thank you for the invite to do our show.
Wonderful. We love having you here. You guys do a great job promoting, and we love having you here. The fans love it, and it's great to have somebody here and recording and doing such a good job like you guys do. It's great. Thank you.
And you do great interviews now. It's unbelievable. You don't seem nervous anymore. I wonder what happened. Who started you out doing this?
I don't know. You did. You did so well, and you make me feel so at ease. So I'm good. Now I'm
well,
no
you're
problem.
the expert here.
Okay.
That's why we have you here.
Okay.
Now, why are you wearing the hat?
I'm wearing it because I was given a challenge by people at different racetracks that I had to do a hat contest. So Ryan Macedonia, Amy Holler, and Heather Vitale issued a challenge on who had the best hat, and outrider Missy Rothfuss made mine.
This is just awesome, and this shows you what happens on Kentucky Derby Day at the harness racetrack at the Meadows with 14 races.
Exactly. It's great. And then we have the band after, and then we go into Derby action. So people have been here. I got here at 10 o'clock this morning, and they were full then. So.
And we got more people coming in. We've been showing that. You've been running to the other side. We're trying to get to the paddock because we heard there might be some people to interview there, right?
There are. There are tons of people, and I'll take you right over.
We can't wait. And do you have any of your horses in today?
I do. I have. We have 2 in, but actually my big colt, Seventh Secret, I love him.
Really?
So, yep, he's in.
What kind of horse?
He is a aged pacing stud. He's still a stud. Hoping to get that big mark, make the big stud fee money, I
understand. That's like money in the bank.
Exactly.
It's like interest income, which they don't pay anymore.
I know, exactly, yeah.
And this is the fun you can have. This is why we try not just to ask her the same questions, who she is, what she does, but it's for the MSOA. She's a great PR person, but her family's in the horse business, and her husband's one of the best drivers here on track, Mike Wilder.
Yeah, I'm very proud of him. He's as good of a man as he is a driver, I like to say. So I'm very
We're not going to
proud of
get
him.
too much there, but we want to wish you officially
Right, yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Tell your mother Happy Mother's Day
I
from
will.
me.
Thank you.
And this will be up about next week, but we're going to have some more fun.
Okay, great,
and
good.
we may talk to you again, but I don't know. You gave us a lot of great information.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right, good. Thank you very much.
Let's go to the paddock. Where's Sharon at? Sharon?
She's coming.
All right.
How you doing, sir? All right.
Stakes stenographer, 3-year-old filly trot, $53,416. Number 1, Kathy Parker. Christina Tactor.
Kathy Parker! Are you kidding me?
All right, Debbie Equine.
She's got to get Kathy Parker. Oh my gosh, send that to Kathy Parker.
One of the best interviews at the Meadows that I know, Kentucky Derby Day. Harness horse racing on Kentucky Derby Day. 14 races. Evan, introduce yourself again.
I'm Evan Paddock. I do the public relations for the Meadows and the guest handicapper race analyst when I can sneak past security.
You do that pretty well. You made it here, no problem. How have you done today on handicapping today?
Fairly lousy. Nothing
spectacular?
Nothing really to point at. No, I wish I could tell you I was knocking them dead, but not true.
All right, well, can we ask you about the Kentucky Derby then? What do you think about that race?
Well, anytime you're talking about the Derby, I think you have to realize that it is an outlier. It's not run like other thoroughbred races. It doesn't figure to unfold the same way. You've got 20 horses,
right.
Some of them trying this distance for the first time, all of them, I think.
Sure.
And so it's very difficult to predict. This year's field is even more interesting in that all of the horses that have drawn inside, essentially numbers 1 through 10, prefer to do their running late in the mile. They're what we call...
I understand. They're the closers.
They're the closers. That's right. Hey, you're picking up this lingo pretty good here.
I was in the business a little. Pretend like you're talking to a third grader right now and not me. I'm in 4th grade.
And so... I figure that many of those horses are going to have a hard time. The racing lanes will be clogged. They'll have a lot of traffic.
Sure.
And so,
plus they're young.
Exactly right. And so I tend to look for the horses that will be able to establish a good early position. Okay. Of course, the favorite Nyquist is among them. He's shown that he can race just about anyway. But
and he's undefeated. He could be the 8th horse in Kentucky Derby history to be undefeated and win the Derby.
Yeah, he certainly has been the best of them so far, but as I say, the Kentucky Derby is an outlier, and strange things can happen in the Derby.
I understand it, but tell people what you mean by the outlier. I know you mentioned it 3 times. I got it. But some of them are new to this.
Well, it's not a term that's confined to racing. What it means is it lies outside the normal pattern of races because the circumstances are so different. So some of the lessons that you bring to your usual handicapping just will get...
Throw them out.
They won't apply here. You'll get frustrated if you try and apply them.
Right. Right, because we try to tell people, keep it simple. If you don't gamble, don't start. But if you want to gamble, talk to experts. And this is the insights that I want to bring out to people that are new to the horse business and maybe have been in the horse business and have forgotten, or they're just coming back. So that's what we're trying to do. And you're the guy that can explain that. And you did that well. Thank you.
My pleasure, Al.
Now, where do we go from here on who's going to win the race? What are your top 3? Do you have top 4?
Well, I'm not going to pick the absolute winner for you. I'm going to give you a group where I think the top finishers will come from.
Okay.
Of course, Nyquist is number 13.
Sure.
Number 14, Mohaymen. Everybody's down on Mohaymen, but he was the heavy favorite in the Florida Derby. Nyquist exploded past him.
Exactly.
But you don't, in my way of thinking, you don't toss a horse out because of one disappointing race.
Sure.
When he has the history behind him. But he's got enough speed to get early position, as does the 15 outwork.
Okay.
So I would say however.
Now this will be rebroadcast in a week, so this will show whether you were correct in the group of 4 or not. How's that?
When I handicap, I'm always accountable. There's no way to hide it.
No, I know, but when you talk to people, there's so much competition. They don't want to hear some of that. You're a man of your word.
Well, you have to be. You can't get into public handicapping unless you are willing to acknowledge, hey, I really loused that one up.
And this is what I'm trying to help other people so that they know there are experts, and they're not just blowing smoke out there or throwing numbers. They actually know what they're doing. It doesn't always work out because you're dealing with a young horse or you're dealing with different conditions. What if it were raining? Look at the weather we have today.
That's right, and some of the horses are actually coming in off a muddy track in the Wood Memorial.
Yes,
and
that's why I brought that up.
Had we had a muddy surface here, you might have looked to those horses to do better, but on a dry track, maybe they don't figure as strongly. The interesting thing about public handicapping is that even the best of us are wrong about 2/3 of the time.
So you're like a baseball player that gets in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. What I tell people is when I go 1 for 3 handicapping, if it were baseball, I'd be in the Hall of Fame. So don't rap me for that.
But this is part of what I'm trying to educate people. Even my man Smokin' Jim's a known gambler on sports and other things. He doesn't understand, like even baseball, because he doesn't like the sport. It's football. I tell him in the Hall of Fame, you fail 7 out of 10 times.
That's right.
And you're confirming with handicapping, it's similar.
Well, it's similar in harness racing, too. Now, we're fortunate to have here the greatest driver of all time, Dave Pallone, right?
Yes.
Dave Pallone loses 75% of his races, and he's the best of all time.
And that's a friend of mine. I'm not bringing him on air because he loses so much. Why would I put him on the spot?
But the point is, everybody else loses more. So
Thank you.
There aren't sure things. When you get a handicapper's advice, take it for what it is. You're listening to a guy who bats 333, right?
Yeah.
Not 1,000. He bats 333 for the most part.
And that's the reality of it. You get people that are lucky. Sometimes they come out here today, the first time. Certain colors, certain names. They've already won 7 in a row. But you know what? They come back again. They may never see a winner.
Right. It gets you in the long run.
Definitely. But this is a great sport. You have great athletes that are drivers, trainers, and you also have the horses that I think are the greatest athletes around for what they do.
They're phenomenal athletes. I mean, they are asked to do quite a bit. It's you can't really tell how hard it is on the horses when you watch them going around the track.
Yes.
But it's very, very demanding. And
can you tell them how they can't shift gears all the time? They might only have one gear or one move. Or,
some too. It's true of some horses. There are some horses who have what we call brush.
That's what I wanted to hear.
A brush in our business means that brief period of extra acceleration, right?
Yes.
And for many horses, they have one, and so you have to time it as best you can. The top horses, at least many of the top horses, will have a couple of brushes in them. You can use that speed twice,
and
maybe
that's why I'm smiling, because when you have an expert that tells you the truth about it. How long have you been doing, just to give people a point of reference here?
I don't.
You forget? Okay.
No, I don't know exactly. See, I've been involved here as an owner and a publicist,
sure.
and the start dates all kind of merge in my mind. But I'm guessing I've been here 30 years or so.
Okay, no doubt. So here you have, folks, an expert who admits that you can't win every race, even if you think you have the best horse. Right?
No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't. And if you do win every race, I want your phone number
Here you
right
have it.
now.
There you have it, folks. Evan.
All right.
Thank you for your insights.
Have a good Derby day.
We will.
All right, Smoking Jim. You too.
I'm here with the champion driver of the United States, and Aaron Merriman. How are you?
Very good, very good. Beautiful day for racing today.
And I haven't seen you since last year. I follow your exploits on Facebook and on the track everywhere. So it's amazing to meet you in person, become friends with you. Just tell the folks a little bit about last year, what you did.
Last year I led the continent, North America, in wins last year, and also starts.
Tell them a number. Close. You don't have to do
875 wins, I think I had, somewhere in there. So,
and I'm teaching Smoking Jim about this, so we have to educate him.
Yeah, so
and you can talk more than me. Go.
Yeah, it was a great year, and I do a lot of work. I race at the Meadows and Northfield. Those are my two primary tracks. Meadows during the day, Northfield at night. But
and what kind of track? Half-mile track at Northfield? For some people, don't even know 5/8, half-mile.
Yeah, so. Northfield's a half-mile track. The Meadows is a 5/8. I don't have a ton of experience on a big track, but I did get some Grand Circuit drives all around the country last year. So it's been a really a great couple years.
You've been on a great run. I appreciate it. When you told me you have more wins, I'm like, come on, man, how many? You didn't know then, and you still don't know now, but it's more than anybody else.
Yeah.
And what kind of strategy? Because I'm trying to teach some of the folks about horses on a half-mile track and a 5/8 mile track. I notice your style's a little different like some of the other drivers.
Yeah, it is. To
win.
Yeah, I'm very, very aggressive. I'd kind of like rather go down burning. I'd rather back into a fifth than chase into a fifth, How
about when you're in that 3-hole?
I usually pull most of the time.
And I want people to know because that's like a dead spot.
Yeah, here especially. The speed doesn't carry as well here, so I definitely have to drive this track with a little bit more finesse. But I'm probably one more of the aggressive guys here, but not as aggressive as I like to be.
Really?
Yeah.
You got more in the tank.
Yeah, very aggressive.
And what else do you do besides the driving? Do you train at all?
No train. I do own a couple, but I do not have any time to train. I drive way too much.
I was going to ask how you would have any time for even doing anything else, but you look in great shape. You do a great job here, and you're just a great face of harness horse racing. Yep. I like you being a driver.
Me too.
I'm glad we got to meet, and we're just talking to Bill Berkery, and he said you could out-talk me. What else do you have to add?
He could out-talk us. He could probably out-talk both of us or whatever.
He's done it, but I shut it down because I'm the talking machine. But I always enjoy our interviews. Good luck the rest of the day.
Buddy. Appreciate it.
Get some winners, too.
I hope so.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got another driver. I've never met him. Can you tell me your name?
Yeah, Eric Goodell.
Eric, it's a pleasure meeting you. I've seen your name on the program. I've seen your race out here. How long have you been at the Meadows?
A little over a year.
Okay. So it's recently. We started doing shows on Audios Day because, I'm a big fan of the harness horses, and we're trying to promote ownership, training, driving. And what did you do today?
Today so far?
Yes.
I
ask hard questions.
No, I can't remember that far back.
I appreciate an honest man.
I think I've had a couple thirds, a second.
So some paychecks. What I'm trying to tell people, you don't always have to win the race. How long have you been in the harness horse business?
Well, I've been driving for about 22 years.
No way.
Yeah.
So, what got you started?
I grew up on a farm.
Where at?
And in Michigan.
And you come here?
Well, no, I didn't come here. I was out east at Yonkers.
Where at?
Yonkers in the Meadowlands for about 10 years.
Well, the Rooneys that own the Steelers own that track.
Yeah.
That's a nice track, half-mile track, right?
Yeah, it's a half-mile track.
I know there's a couple things.
Yeah.
5/8 here.
Yeah, a lot of good people out there. I got a lot of friends out that way, but I was sick of the rat race.
Sure.
Driving up and down the roads, the traffic, and I'm not.
You're more a country boy.
Yeah,
on the farm,
yeah, exactly.
So you figured this might be midway.
Yeah, I mean, and it puts me 4 hours to back home, and this is more like Michigan than I'd say New Jersey or Eastern PA or New York.
We appreciate that,
Yep.
and you're here and you're getting interviewed by the Talking Machine on Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Yeah.
We're talking about positivity. Do you train any horses?
No, I don't. I do own a few here and there, but
okay. And then you race them where?
It just depends
how they are and what class they can race in.
Yeah, exactly.
Certain things like that,
Yep.
so you can make some money at it on the side.
Yep, exactly.
That's good. And you're a full-time driver.
Yeah, yep.
Now, you said 22 years. What made you want to be a driver? Because these are the questions, like, we have a lot of young people around. They go, I don't even know about harness horses. I know the thoroughbreds because it's Kentucky Derby Day.
Yep. Well, first of all, you just get to a point, I guess, when you're around the horses, and if you think, because there's a lot to driving.
I know.
You got to.
I jogged horses, but that's not enough. I knew how to hold the reins in a jog cart.
Yeah.
You go a lot faster, and you have to think.
Yeah, it's more, horses can go fast. It's about mapping out a race and trying to, use horses' qualities,
so your strategy,
strengths, against them, and to help you. It's real hard. It's a lot more than what you see on TV.
It's not all the flash and
exactly.
one race.
Yeah, there's a lot going on out there that you don't know. And everybody's, you're trying to
competitive.
win. Yeah, you're trying to win. It's tough,
Right.
But as far as when I wanted to be a driver, I kind of realized, I probably would have been good enough to do it. So, I wouldn't be doing it if I shouldn't be out there. So,
you know what? I want to thank you for your insights. Yep. I appreciate it. It's a
right.
pleasure meeting you.
Yep. Thanks a lot.
And good luck the rest of the day.
All right. Thanks.
Take care.
Yep.
I'm with a gentleman that I don't know personally, and he just won a great race, but I want him to introduce himself. Tell me your name.
Jim Pantoliano.
Well, I appreciate that, Jim. I've seen you race here. How many years have you raced at the Meadows?
Only about a year and a half.
Is that it?
Yes.
I thought maybe you were here a few more years, but we've been following races more with my man Smoking Jim Frazier because he didn't even know about horse races. He loves this stuff.
Yeah, it's a great sport.
And how long have you been driving?
Oh, heck.
Make a guess.
Time.
More than 5 years?
30 years.
Okay, you're a humble guy. I understand. Now, what got you started being a driver? Do you train also?
I do train. Yeah, I have
because I read the program.
a small stable. My wife actually trains, and I help her out. But I used to train.
Okay.
And I grew up across the street from Northfield Park.
Okay, so you're an Ohio guy.
Yes. Yes, and that's kind of what got me interested in it, going to the races when I was a kid.
Really? That's awesome. Was your family in the harness horse business or no?
No family.
So
in the
you
business,
come in because of just watching a race?
Yeah, it just looked fun, and so that's what I did.
Well, now anybody that hears this, if you're watching this and you come out to the races, because you can come out here at 18 and bet on the horses, or you can come out in your diapers with your parents and not bet.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It really is. You can watch the races and not bet. Of course, I wouldn't promote that because we want your handle, but
we understand it. If you don't bet, don't start. But if you do, try to learn from the experts. We have had Evan on a little earlier talking about you might win 3 out of 10. Percentages like that, like in baseball. You can get in the Hall of Fame hitting 300.
I just heard you say 3 out of 10. If you can pick 3 out of 10, you're doing great.
Right. Now, I'm not going to talk any more about this stuff. You gave us some history. Do you have a farm?
Oh, no.
Okay, just checking.
No.
But your wife's a good trainer.
She's outstanding.
And I met her. She will not do an interview here. She
shy.
said that's not in her pay grade scale. So I understand, or her contract. Let's talk about this race you just won, because it was an exciting race and it was a fast race. Tell me about it.
Well, it was a particularly exciting race for me because I won. It's one of the best.
That's why we're glad to have a winner on here.
That the horse Unlocked. He's one of the best horses I've ever driven.
How old is he?
I want to say he's 5 or 6.
Okay.
He's a stallion, which
are tough.
Is relatively rare because most of the aged paces are geldings.
With good reason.
Well,
they don't want them acting up like that. I know. People own horses and they don't think about that. They want to keep it simple, right?
Yeah. Well, you try. Generally, a colt will get gelded just to try to keep him, focused on the
calmer.
Work. Yeah. But at any rate, Unlocked he's got all the tools.
Does he?
He's very fast. He did his first quarter in 26-1.
I was telling him this is a fast race, and they go, yes, it is.
Yeah, he's just a great horse. He doesn't get tired. He tries hard.
No quit.
Yeah, I think he could have won another lap. He's just a great horse.
No, what was the time?
149 flat.
That's a nice time. Definitely.
Well, I overheard Roger say it was a track record for aged stallions, so yes, very fast.
What an honor.
Yeah,
I was
very
honored
exciting.
to be interviewing you for the first time and meeting you. No wonder you're so happy. Yeah, I could keep going, but that's just awesome stuff.
Very exciting.
Anything else you want to say? You in a couple other races or not?
I think I'm actually in all the later races.
Okay.
But I don't really have too much to comment on any of them in particular.
I'm not trying to pull anything out, but you hit the top of the mountain. You climb Mount Everest here right now, okay?
Well, I mean, after you win with Unlocked, it kind of makes your day.
I would hope so.
I guess if you asked me to add anything, I'd say thanks to Norm Parker for giving me the opportunity to drive Unlocked.
Sure, because we're talking local driver, trainers, families here. You know, that's what it's all about. You're here now, year and a half. Look at the fun you're having.
I love it here. It's great.
Well,
afternoon racing, it's just it's a great place to race year round. It's perfect.
Well, thank you for the endorsement of our area in Washington, PA, and Pittsburgh. Jim, good luck in the rest of your day and all you do, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend. And this will be up in about a week on our BPTV, and we have a Facebook page. And if I'm not passing out cards, then I'm not myself. That's where we're at. You take care.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure.
Thanks very much.
I'm here with Mike Wilder. I've had his family. I've had the MSOA PR director, Heather Wilder, on here. I got to get the star of the family on the racetrack right now. Mike, welcome back to our show.
Yeah, great.
You got limestone all over you. What have you done today?
I've been working hard. It's great that you can have that kind of work. You know, I got 14 races, got 14 drives, and keeping me busy, but that's how you make the money.
Well, that's what it's about. And when we come out here, we seem to see you win 2 or 3 races. So we're hoping today.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on, buddy, but I'm not criticizing. I'm just watching.
You know, it goes that way sometimes. It's been a little slow today. But
you're still trying, though. I see no quit in your game.
No, I'm trying hard, and it's a grind, and it's a roller coaster ride. But you win some, you lose some, and I got 4 more chances, so I'm not counting myself out yet.
And I'm blessed to be able to have you in between all this, and I just appreciate your attitude out there. I wanted to ask you about your health because you had some bowling issue that I heard that was becoming like a myth out there.
That had to be my wife talking that. But, yeah, I had an elbow that was really in bad shape, and I had it injected. And knock on wood, it's been 100% ever since.
Because you look good out there.
Yeah,
I can
feel
see
good.
it with the lines, and that whip will come out once in a while just to scare them a little bit.
Yeah, just to urge them on. And, I feel terrific. It was a struggle there for a while, and I went ahead and got the work done on it, and it feels great.
No, and we know what it's like. You have to have a team behind you because you're one-man wrecking crew as it is, because who else is going to drive like you?
Yeah, I appreciate that. And it is a team effort. I got to depend on my trainers to have the horses ready, and the grooms as well, who take care of them all week to keep them good. And my job is to do the work on the track. I get 5 minutes with them, and they got all week, so I hope I can do them a good job.
And you do a nice job. Now, you have a stable, don't you?
I work for my father-in-law, actually, Dan Altmeyer. Okay. But I'm here every morning at 6 o'clock, and we're on the track by 6:20, and
he has a great reputation with horses. I know it how he is. He's a no-nonsense guy. We can get into some of that. He doesn't want you to make a pet out of him.
Yeah, he's tremendous. He's he's a class act. Had a lot of success in the business, and that being said, he's a great trainer. So just happy to be a part of the family and the team.
No doubt about it. Thanks for doing this great interview. You want to say hi to anybody?
Just hi to all my fans and everybody that come out and everybody that listens to the show. These are great guys here, and it's always good to be a part of the show. So appreciate everything.
Missy, introduce yourself.
I'm Missy Rothfuss. I'm the outrider at the Meadows racetrack, and this is my horse, Salem.
Salem, do you have anything to say? What a handsome guy. Now, tell them about outriders, because I keep teaching people about it, but it's not sinking in.
Outriders are basically the police, men or women on the track. We keep everybody safe.
And I've seen you in action. You're good.
Thank you. It's hard work. You have to have a good horse underneath you. Not every horse will do it. Not every rider can do it. It's a very demanding and hard job. You get beat up out there a lot. We're there, like horses will run off with the harness racing party, horses will run off with drivers.
Yes.
We'll have accidents. We have to catch loose horses. We'll fix broken equipment.
I noticed that. I didn't know you do it, but I've seen it a couple times.
We do about anything. They ask us. He's like, interview me.
I've interviewed horses. Salem, how long have you been doing this?
He's like, I don't want to talk about it. Salem's been out here. He's 20. Salem's been out here since he's been 3. On and off.
Now tell people how long a horse like this could live. How old could he get to be, in theory?
My one horse was 28 and still out here. It just depends on the horse, how well they're taken care of, how sound they stay out here.
He seems in great shape. Got a nice coat.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look 20. He doesn't act 20. He's good. He's easy on himself. He loves what he does. He's just he's like, yeah.
Good boy. She's talking about you. You know it.
He's a ham.
He is a ham. Look at the camera for the folks.
But
I wanted him to see, what happens here in between races. Now, every race you're out there. When do you get a break?
I get about, right now I get like a 10-minute break since we slowed down, but usually get like a 5-minute break between races. Usually I give him the drink. I take him to the bathroom. He has to be in the pee stall.
Exactly.
Whistle? No, Salem actually lets me know when he has to go. He will walk by his stall and head. Boy. Yeah, he's like, yep.
You know what? He is a ham.
He is. Salem has a lot of personality. He's a very good horse. He's one of my favorites. He's a very tough horse. Salem almost about 7 years ago almost died. He foundered. It's a disease of the foot.
Right.
The foot. The navicular, the frogs and everything.
They can really get disease and ugly and nasty, and then that can kill them.
The navicular bone can come through. He's actually rotated a 7 on the 1 foot. The vets told me to put him down. He kept getting up to eat, so I wouldn't put him down. I told my husband when he decides he doesn't want to get up to eat anymore, I'll put him down, and he kept getting up. And it took us about a year to grow his feet out.
He's a miracle.
And he still has never lost speed. He's never lost nothing. He's just a tough horse. I need a racehorse like him.
Yes, I saw you've had some luck in the racehorse business. Can you just tell folks that your family's been in this business?
Yep.
Go ahead.
I am the 3rd generation. My family is from Buffalo, New York. My husband's family's from Buffalo. My dad's side's from Delaware. We actually have a small stable of our own. We kind of generate towards young horses, babies, and everything.
Take a chance.
We take a chance. We don't really, we take project horses and try to make them good.
They try to, it's a reclamation project.
Yep, pretty much.
No, I like your style, and I've seen you won a few times. Tell me the horse that's been winning. Two, I think.
We had a couple. We had Pick 6.
Yes.
He did really good for us. And then my horse, my gray, Ghost and Legends, my husband just loves him. He's his favorite.
See, and this
likes
is
the sarcasm.
You come out here and see this. Come out and check out Missy going around the track.
I'm here every race day.
And how about this weather? You're getting your tan, I say.
I'm getting freckles. I don't tan. They're going to all blend in.
As we speak. Look at that sun right over your head. Missy, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Kentucky Derby Day on Harness Racing Day here at the Meadows. Guess what? We're about ready to leave and end this show. I was ready to close it out. I saw 3 nice smiles and 3 great hats. Could you please tell me your name?
I'm Gabby.
And why are you here?
We're just here to watch the races.
Well, what about these hats? I heard there's a contest.
We missed that, but we're just still looking good.
Okay. I appreciate confidence, Gabby. Thank you. And your name?
Montana.
Montana. What are you doing here?
They made me come.
You're easily influenced by friends here with hats.
Horses.
Okay. And now the last is the best here because she's going to tell the real reason why you're here.
I'm Haley Sutton, and I'm here to watch my boyfriend race. We have one on the 14th, so.
And that Sutton name sounds familiar here. Where have I heard that before for a long time?
My grandfather is the paddock judge, my grandmother works up top, and my dad's the paddock judge. He fills in for my grandfather.
You want to say hi to anybody because we'll be rebroadcasting this in about a week.
Oh, gosh.
You know what day tomorrow is?
Oh, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
And that's one of our best interviews of the day. And good luck in the 14th race. If we're here, we're coming in the winner's circle with you. All right? Thanks, ladies. These are the last people I'm going to interview, and they're helping the MSOA. Please tell us your name.
Megan.
Have you ever been interviewed before?
I have.
Well, that one didn't work out, so this will be a good one right now.
Okay.
Thanks. Megan, do you have a last name?
Finaggy.
Okay, Finaggy, because it's not spaghetti.
It's not spaghetti.
All right, good. And what are you doing here today?
I work for the MSOA.
I know, I pointed that out. How are you helping?
Well, the 4 of us today are running this little table over here, and we're giving some paddock tours. We're going some jog cart rides, and we're playing Plinko.
Excellent.
So, yeah,
thank you for that report.
Of course.
And your name?
Caleb.
Okay, and you guys can look at the camera or me or, whatever.
Okay.
And why are you here, for MSOA?
Yes, I'm the one giving the paddock tours.
Are you? I didn't see you when we were filming over there. Where were you?
I was probably over here helping out with the table, or
So you're the multi-purpose work here that does it all.
I do it all here. I even horse around a little bit.
Wow. See, he has a bad sense of humor, which I'm sarcastic. I relate to that. Now, this young lady told me she would not be on the show. She'll be a senior in college. I wish her well. Do you have a name?
I do. Kayla.
That's enough. And will you come over here, superstar? We talked to you earlier. We talked to your mother. We talked to your father. Could you end this show?
Yes, I just want to say that this is so far a great Derby Day, and everyone, happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Mother's Day.
And tell them your name one more time.
Oh, Lauren Wilder, the one and the only.
And stay tuned for national anthem singing, not only in Washington, PA, but internationally.
Oh, yes, that's a big one.
That's it. Smoking Jim Frazier and all of our Pittsburgh Sportsline fans, hope you enjoyed the day at the races on Kentucky Derby Day. The Kentucky Derby's a few hours away, but we saw all kind of races. Smoking Jim met great people, fans of the sport, owners, you name it, we saw them all. What'd you think of today?
Well, you know, coming out to the Meadows Al Levine Talking Machine, I always tell you it's a vacation for me. I enjoy it. I love it. I wish I could live here sometimes. I enjoy it so much. I tell you what, the accommodation and the hospitality was awesome, first class. They treat us and BPTV like we're a multi-million-dollar company, which we're moving in that direction.
Well, I have to thank the Meadows Racing Casino for having us out. It was just an honor to be here. And for Heather Wilder and the MSOA, Meadows Standardbred Owners Association, having us and inviting us. I have an announcement to make, Smoking Jim, before the end of this show. We're going to be back Friday night, May 27th, for the first family fun night of the year. We'll be filming Come On Owls. You'll see our show. We'll do interviews. We'll have a lot of fun with the MSOA like they're here and all the fun that they have. It's an enjoyable time. You'll learn more about horses and how easy it is to get in on the horses. There's a SummerSlam stable. We'll talk about that with other owners and trainer Tim Twaddle. He'll be on. Just a great day here, and the weather was perfect. I think, how's my tan now, Smoking Jim?
Tan looks good. Let's go eat a plate of carrots.
You know what? I don't think you're a good carrot man, but that horse over there loves the carrots. We're going to go enjoy the food court right now. Again, thanks for watching our show. We appreciate it. And the 14th race isn't done where our fans said we're invited. So we'll go eat. Maybe we'll be back for that 14th race in the winner's circle. Thanks for watching.